So good morning students. In this video I am going to explain about the objective bits related to haloalkanes and haloarenes. Okay, till 29th bit we have seen in last class. Now we will see about the next one, that is which is the correct increasing order of boiling point of the following compounds. Now this is the question related to boiling point, that is one of the physical property. Okay, here they have given 4 compounds, 1 iodobutane, 2 bromobutane, 1 chlorobutane and butane as the compounds. Okay, so here the alkyl group is same, that is butane. Okay, alkyl group is same, that is butane. Even here butane and here butane and here butane. So whenever alkyl group is same, then the boiling point depends upon the size of halogen atom. Okay, so it depends on the size of halogen atom. So boiling point increases with increasing size of halogen. Okay, so if suppose R group is same in all the compounds, then the boiling point depends upon the halogen atom. Whenever size of halogen increases, boiling point also increases. Among all, which is containing the highest size, that is iodine. Okay, so that is the largest size. Next followed by bromine, next followed by chlorine, and among all butane is containing the least boiling point because it is not containing any halogen atom. So butane is less than 1 chlorobutane, which is less than 1 bromobutane, less than iodobutane. That means among all, butane is least containing least boiling point, 1 bromobutane is containing highest boiling point. So answer is the first one. Now see the next one. Arrange the following compounds in the following increasing order of their melting point. So again it is related to one of the physical property, that is melting point. So now here they have mentioned these 3 compounds. Those are aromatic dihalides, aryl dihalides. So for aryl dihalides, almost all its melting points are similar. These are isomeric. Why they are isomeric? Because they are containing same molecular formula but differ in the position of substituents, so that these are known as isomers. So now isomeric aryl halides, if they are present, they are containing almost similar melting points, okay, but slight difference will be present. So here they have mentioned 3 different compounds. This one is known as ortho because they are present adjacent with each other. This is known as meta-dichlorobenzene. This is para-dichlorobenzene. Among all, para-dichlorobenzene is containing the highest boiling point. Okay, so this para-dichlorobenzene is containing highest boiling point due to the presence of symmetry. Okay, symmetry will be present in the para compound. Okay, so that para compound, that is third one is highly containing high melting point. So third one is greater than ortho. Okay, so after that ortho will be containing the highest melting point, and this second one and first one are almost containing the same melting points, that is less than, so greater than or equals to second one. Okay, this is the correct increasing order of melting points of different types of isomeric aryl halides. So third one is the answer. Now we will see the next one, that is alkyl halides are immiscible in water though they are polar compounds. Okay, though they are containing polarity, that is charges are present, that is insoluble or immiscible with water. What is the reason? Because they cannot form hydrogen bonds. When a compound is soluble, if it makes a hydrogen bond with the water, that is soluble. But here alkyl halides do not form hydrogen bond with the water, so they are insoluble or immiscible with the water. Okay, next one. A Grignard reagent may be made by reacting with magnesium. Okay, Grignard reagent. So here they have given mention the options, that is methylamine, diethyl ether, ethyl iodide and ethyl alcohol. So among all, ethyl iodide on reaction with magnesium. Ethyl iodide formula C2H5I. When ethyl iodide reacts with magnesium in presence of dry ether, it can be converted into C2H5MgI. So alkyl magnesium iodide, this is known as Grignard reagent. Okay, Grignard reagent can be prepared by using alkyl halide, that is ethyl iodide. Okay, next one. Ethyl bromide can be converted into ethyl alcohol by which reaction? Okay, ethyl bromide can be converted into ethyl alcohol. I am taking here ethyl bromide. Okay, ethyl bromide, C2H5Br. It can be converted into ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH. Okay, that can be done by treating with what? That is in the action of moist silver oxide. Okay, so whenever it reacts with moist silver oxide, so heating with dilute hydrochloric acid and zinc cannot give that compound, and boiling with alcoholic solution of KOH can give alkene. But here what we got? Alcohol. So this is not the answer. Refluxing with methanol cannot also give this ethyl alcohol. The reaction with moist silver oxide. So silver oxide is Ag2O. Moist means it is present in water. So by reacting with Ag2O with OH2O, we will get AgOH in 2 moles. AgOH in 2 moles. When this AgOH reacts with C2H5Br, C2H5Br plus AgOH. What happens here? Take 2 moles. Okay, here 2 moles we have taken. 2 bromides are replaced by 2 alcohols. Then we will get C2H5OH in 2 moles plus it releases AgBr precipitate. Okay, so that means whenever moist silver undergo reaction with ethyl bromide, it converts into ethyl alcohol. This is third one is the answer. Now see the next one. Reaction of ethyl chloride with sodium leads to give what? So ethyl chloride, C2H5Cl, reacts with sodium metal. Okay, it is a Woods reaction. 2 moles of ethyl chloride reacts with 2 moles of sodium, releases 2 moles of NaCl, converts into C4H10. What is C4H10? N-butane is formed as a product. Okay, that is N-butane. Now CHCl3 plus O2 in presence of X reagent, it converts into COCl2. COCl2 is known as phosgene. It is one of the poisonous compound, phosgene. So it is obtained by reacting in presence of light and air. Okay, so light and air reacts with chloroform and oxidation takes place, converts into phosgene. Next one, the reactivity of ethyl chloride is more or less than the compound, okay, ethyl chloride. First write down the structure of ethyl chloride. So ethyl chloride is nothing but C2H5Cl. Okay, so it is more or less than the following compound, more or less equal to that benzyl chloride. What is benzyl chloride? C6H5CH2Cl. Okay, more than benzyl chloride, this is again benzyl chloride, more or less equal to that chlorobenzene. Chlorobenzene is a aryl compound and less than the chlorobenzene. Okay, see here. Now this is almost more than that of C6H5CH2Cl. That means reactivity of ethyl chloride is always greater than that of benzyl chloride. Okay, that is C6H5CH2Cl. Next one, the reactivities of methyl chloride, propyl chloride and chlorobenzene is in the order. Okay, reactivity of methyl chloride. First write down methyl chloride structure. CH3Cl. Propyl chloride, CH2Cl. Next one, chlorobenzene, C6H5Cl. Okay, so whenever aliphatic compounds are present, those are containing higher reactivity than aromatic. Okay, that means aromatic is containing the least. Okay, this is containing least reactivity. Now compare between these two aliphatic compounds. Whenever carbon chain length increases, reactivity increases. Here carbon chain length is less and its reactivity is less compared to this one. CH3Cl is more reactive than CH3CH2CH2Cl, which is more reactive than C6H5Cl. Okay, clear? That means among all, less carbon chain containing halogen compound is more reactive than the higher alkyl group containing aliphatic halogen compound than aromatic halogen compound. That means methyl chloride is more reactive than propyl chloride, which is more reactive than chlorobenzene. First one. Now see the next one. The dehydrobromination of 2-bromobutane gives. This is one of the elimination reaction. Okay, dehydrobromination of 2-bromobutane. First write down this 2-bromobutane. Butane means containing 4 carbon atoms. 2 means at second position bromine atom is present. This is 2-bromobutane. Now involves in elimination reaction. Bromine from the second carbon, hydrogen from the third carbon eliminates as HBr. This is called dehydrobromination. Okay, next between carbon and carbon double bond is created. We will get here CH3, CH double bond, CH bond, CH3. So we got here butene. Okay, we got butene as the final product. And this reaction takes place according to Zaitsev rule. Okay, so that means bromine and hydrogen can be eliminated from the adjacent carbon atoms. We will get a product containing a double bond. That is according to Zaitsev rule. That means next one, ethyl bromide. Ethyl bromide reacts with lead sodium alloy. So this reaction we have seen in last class. That is in chemical properties. So in last video I have explained the chemical properties. See this question. Ethyl bromide reacts with lead sodium alloy to form which compound? Okay, so here alkyl halide when reacts with lead sodium alloy, so it can be converted into a reaction with metals we have seen. Okay, see here lead sodium alloy, it can be converted into tetra alkyl lead compound. Tetra alkyl lead compound is obtained. See here in the compounds they are given tetra ethyl lead. So this is what I have taken, that is ethyl chloride. When react with sodium lead alloy, it converts into tetra ethyl lead. Answer is first one, tetra ethyl lead. Okay. Now next one, this is one of the example of reaction with metals. 1-chlorobutane reacts with alcoholic KOH. Alcoholic KOH involves in elimination reaction. Okay, to form what? So first write down 1-chlorobutane. Okay, I am writing here 1-chlorobutane. So CH3, CH2, 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 Cl. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms. At first carbon atom chlorine is present. So 1-chlorobutane. When it reacts with alcoholic KOH, elimination reaction will take place. Chlorine from this carbon atom, hydrogen from the adjacent carbon atom eliminates. Now between these two double bond is created. We will get CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH2. This is called 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. At first carbon double bond is present, then it is known as 1-butene. Okay, 1-butene is formed. So the answer is first one. Next, which metal is used in Woods reaction? In Woods reaction we will use only sodium metal. So this is called Woods reaction. Okay, this is called Woods reaction. In this Woods reaction, when 2 moles of alkyl halides reacts with sodium metal, it can be converted into alkane. That means in Woods reaction, sodium metal involves in reaction. Next, the reaction of an aromatic halogen compound with an alkyl halide in the presence of sodium metal in ether is called which reaction? Now we will see the 44th question, that is the reaction CH3Br and sodium product is. Now CH3Br is an alkyl halide. So when this alkyl halide reacts with sodium metal in presence of dry ether, it can be converted into higher alkane, and that reaction is called Woods reaction. Okay. Next one, which of the following chlorohydrocarbons readily undergo solvolysis? That we will see now. Remember one thing about this, solvolysis is always directly proportional to stability of carbocation. Okay, whenever carbocation, more stable carbocation is present, that easily participates in solvolysis. Okay, now among all, the more stable carbocation is given by this aryl chloride. Okay, aryl chloride or aromatic benzene, because the carbocation is participates in resonance, and that is highly stabilized. So which of the following chlorohydrocarbons readily undergo solvolysis? Okay, among all here, so benzyl chloride participates. This is stabilized by resonance. So benzyl chloride can undergo solvolysis very easily. Okay, among all benzyl carbocation, once it eliminates a Cl minus, benzyl carbocation is present, that is stabilized by participates in resonance. So benzyl carbocation is easily participates in solvolysis. Remember, solvolysis depends on the stability of carbocation. Next one, an alkyl halide ORX reacts with KCN to give propane nitrile. Propane means it should contain 3 carbon atoms. So here we don't know what is alkyl halide. When alkyl halide reacts with KCN, what we should get? We should get propane nitrile. Propane nitrile. So what is the formula of propane nitrile? CH3, CH2, CN. 1, 2, 3 carbons are present. So it is propane nitrile. When it comes, whenever the alkyl halide is containing 2 carbons, reacts with KCN. That means C2H5Br. When it reacts with KCN, what happens? KBr eliminates. Okay, Cn is added to C2H5 and we will get C2H5Cn. That is ethyl bromide. In place of ORX, we have to take ethyl bromide. So ethyl bromide, when it reacts with KCN, it converts into this propane nitrile. Next question, which of the following will give enantiomeric pair on reaction with water due to the presence of asymmetric carbon? So asymmetric carbon, which compound is containing among all? What is asymmetric carbon? A carbon which is with 4 different groups. A carbon which is with 4 different groups is known as asymmetric carbon. See the first compound. In this is the central carbon. It is with 1 bromine and 3 ethyl group. These 3 are similar, so it is not containing any alkyl group. So any different groups. These 3 are similar, so it is not containing asymmetric carbon. Move on to the next one. In this compound, okay, 2 ethyl groups are present. These 2 are similar, so it is not asymmetric carbon. Move on to the third one. The carbon here attached with 4 different groups. One is hydrogen, iodine, methyl and ethyl. All the 4 are different groups, so it is asymmetric. If asymmetric carbon is present, that immediately can give a mixture of enantiomeric pairs. Okay, so the third one can easily participate in reaction, can give an enantiomeric mixture because it contains asymmetric carbon. What is asymmetric carbon? A carbon which is with 4 different groups is known as asymmetric carbon. Okay, now see the next one. 48th bit. The allylic and benzylic halides undergo which reaction? Okay, so allylic and benzylic halides undergo which reaction? So both can easily undergo SN1 mechanism. Okay, why they are undergoing SN1 mechanism? Because allylic and benzylic halides show high reactivity towards SN1 reaction. The carbocation formed can stabilize through resonance. Once the carbocation is formed, by participating in resonance, it can show high stability so that it can participate in SN1 mechanism. Next one, which of the following haloalkanes is most reactive? Okay, which of the following alkyl halides is most reactive? They have given 1 chloropropane, 1 bromopropane, 2 chloropropane, 2 bromopropane. Here 2 compounds are containing similar halogens and similar alkyl groups. Now we want to find out. Okay, 1 chloropropane. So see here, order of reactivity of halogens. Order of reactivity. Okay, halides of halides. See, iodine is more reactive. Iodide ion is more reactive than bromide, which is highly reactive than chloride ion. Okay, like that, if you take alkyl groups, tertiary alkyl group is more reactive than secondary than primary. Now here, first one. See, among these 2, 1 chloro and 1 bromo means both are primary. In this case, alkyl group is same. Then go with the chlorine. Okay, this is first chlorine, bromine. Among these 2, this is highly reactive. Okay, this is highly reactive. Now see the next one. 2 chloropropane and 2 bromopropane. Among these two, which is highly reactive? 2 bromopropane is highly reactive, and this is secondary with bromine. This is primary with bromine. Among these two, which is highly reactive? Fourth one, because here secondary carbon is present and bromine is present, bromide is present. So with higher bromide group and secondary alkyl group, fourth option is the highly reactive. The reactivity depends upon the size of halogen atom and type of alkyl group. Okay, now see which of the following molecule is chiral. Chiral means containing asymmetric carbon. Now we'll see the structures. Here they have mentioned 4 different compounds. Butane, 1 ol, that is CH3, CH2, 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 OH. This is first one. Now, is it containing chiral carbon? No. So see this carbon, it is with 2 hydrogen atoms. These two are similar, but these two are different. So chiral means it should contain all the 4 groups are different. But here 2 similar hydrogens are present, so it is not chiral. Second one, butane 2 ol, CH3, CH2, COH, CH3H. Butane 2 ol. Okay, see this is the carbon with 1 methyl group, 1 ethyl group, 1 OH group and 1 hydrogen, and containing all the 4 groups are different, so it is known as asymmetric carbon or chiral carbon. Now see the butane 4 ol. So butane 4 ol is also same. Okay, this one only, but they have given number this side, but actually that is wrong. So butane 4 ol is also not containing asymmetric carbon. So among all which is containing asymmetric carbon, butane 2 ol. That is the second one. Next, see the next question. Which would undergo SN2 reaction faster? So iodine is the good living group towards SN2 reaction. So it can easily participate in SN2 reaction. That is faster towards the SN2 mechanism. That is about the 51st question. So which of the following is most reactive towards aqueous NaOH? Okay, this is related to reactivity. So here chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, this is also bromobenzene, and here benzyl chloride they have given. These 3 are examples of aromatic benzenes. So aromatic halides. This is an example of benzyl halide. Remember, benzyl halide is a halide which contains halogen on the sp3 hybridized carbon of benzene on benzene. That is called aryl benzene. Sorry, benzyl chlorides. Benzyl halide is more reactive than aryl halide. Okay, these 3 are aryl halides and this is benzyl halide, so it is most reactive towards NaOH. Okay, next, in the following given reaction, okay, here they have mentioned this reaction. What happened? Initially these 3 groups are present at this left side, but in the final compound the 3 groups are present at right side due to attacking of nucleophile from the back side. Okay, that means your configuration is reversed or inversed. Inversion of configuration we will see only in SN2 mechanism. The reaction proceeds via SN2 mechanism. Hence inversion of configuration takes place. So the answer is first one. Next one. Ethyl alcohol is obtained when ethyl chloride is boiled with. Okay, here we have to take ethyl alcohol is obtained. Answer is ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH. It is obtained by heating ethyl chloride, C2H5Cl, ethyl chloride. When ethyl chloride is boiled with what? So when it reacts with aqueous KOH, it is nothing but nucleophilic substitution reaction. So that Cl is replaced by OH, then converts into C2H5OH. So instead of aqueous KOH, if you take alcoholic KOH, elimination will take place. But here we want substitution, so that it requires aqueous KOH to convert ethyl chloride into ethyl alcohol. Next, C3H8 when react with Cl2 in presence of sunlight, what happened? One of the hydrogen is replaced by Cl. Okay, that replacement reaction is known as substitution reaction. Okay, that is called substitution reaction. So this is about the few bits related to this chemical properties of haloalkanes. In next class we will see about the remaining bits.